What is up, everybody? Tuberversity here today. So, Sony guys are giving the most craziest reasons why they aren't attending E3 2021 with the return of E3. Sony would not be there, and like the Sony guys are just giving these crazy reasons why. And it's like I do like E3 when all three major companies, Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony are so Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony are there. It's like that's when people like usually take days off work. Usually plan a little holiday event for the E3 showings, and it's like we are finally getting E3 once again, and Sony said that hey they're not gonna be there. And like usual, the Sony guys give their reasons or excuses why Sony will be there, and they are pretty hilarious. So we're gonna go through some of these comments, and we'll just look at what they are saying. So the original post says, for those wondering why Sony has attended E3 2021. And this is the introduction of the PS5 and has 15 million views, is what he's highlighting. So he's saying Sony is too big for E3. They can do their own thing, but I think that's kind of selfish. It's like this is our Super Bowl for gaming. This is all the gaming news comes out within this short time span. It's like it just seems like so like just selfish just to do your own thing. I don't know. Well, let's continue to read on. E3 is an event for the entire gaming industry for everyone to enjoy. Sony can either be part of it or sit on the outside looking in. This isn't a good look. I agree with the statement wholeheartedly. It's kind of like it's supposed to be for the entire gaming industry. It's kind of sad when a part of the gaming industry, especially a major part like that, is not partaking in it. Well, they aren't announcing a new console again. LOL. You're right. They're announcing something even better. More games for the new console. Okay. It's all digital. They should just attend. Love Sony for their games, but their marketing has been crap lately. Yeah, they have not been getting the greatest of news in the past weeks or months concerning PlayStation. While Microsoft has been like banging news like every day, every other day, like pretty consistently. Sony marketing bad. Can you elaborate at least? Their marketing is anything else but bad. Really? Like we just got the news of the MLB game coming to Game Pass Day One. Outriders going to Game Pass Day One, and it's just like there's been like a colossal just amount of just negative Sony news, like them closing the stores, the PS3, Vita, PSP stores, and etc. There's been so much so much news lately that they kind of need to give you some good news like ASAP. So Sony acting like some cool kid who doesn't want to play nice with others. Hopefully, Sony doesn't choke on their own success. I don't know. A lot of people been saying that the Sony is getting like a little bit too cocky. So all these like different things are coming out about Sony saying, are they getting too cocky? Who knows? It's kind of like there's a worldwide pandemic going on. Really? Okay, and everybody else is attending the event, so why can't Sony? That's not a good excuse. All the other languages and other people have that did direct streams of it. Let's see. Or maybe they have nothing to show. Doubt it. E3 is just boring, from what I hear. Not E3 is boring now. How does a gamer say E3 is boring? Like really? So not an excuse that E3 is boring. Oh, come on. I can't be happy that Sony doing their own. That Sony is doing their own thing. I respect any of these companies having their own showcase as long as their time block they're taking up is justified with how much content they have to showcase. Technology has made E3 unnecessary, but there is something fun about getting all the big announcements at one event. E3 was like the nerds' Christmas. It's easier to miss announcements once it gets scattered. We know the real reason. Yes, E3 leaked attendees info to the public, and Sony hasn't been back since. I mean, yes, I agree. Just hoping that their next event they have a lot to show. And even back with this, even getting back to this point, like how they leaked E3 attendees info. I think didn't somebody hack their like information? I don't think they willingly just leaked it. And, like companies get hacked all the time, so I don't know if it's like. Now, I'm not 100% familiar with the story, but I believe somebody hacked their company, the E3 company, and they got all the like different journalist information. It was a big thing when that happened. But yeah, it was like companies get hacked all the time. Like Facebook gets hacked. A lot of places get hacked. Like, so I don't know if that's a good enough reason to say why they're not joining E3 again. But okay. I don't see why they should pay E3 to be part of a digital only event, and they are free to take as much time as they like with their own event. It's like, but everybody else is going to their event too, so it's kind of like Sony's the only one who's not doing it. It just looks odd. He just face palms. Good with the S show they did with the last one. I won't even waste runtime at E3. They did it at E3, will still get the same views. I just believe it's better for gaming fans to have a whole week/weekend of stuff for us. I used to take a few days off of work when it was all the brands that did it. Yeah, people took days off work to attend to watch the E3 showing. That's how big it was. Hopefully, show Horizon Zero Forbidden West trailer and God of Ragnarok also Stray. These events will always be important, maybe not today, but in time. Let's just hope they don't regret it. Landscape is changing, whether you want to accept it or not, and public perception goes a long way. Just look at the PS4, how they share games, and how they wrecked Xbox for years. Man, that's one video and arguably their most anticipated announcement. The rest are mostly under a million or two. They really should be over 120 million views, maybe more watched live on Twitch or other platforms. Why would they pay to make your event more poppin' when their own event does numbers? Okay. But then again, if every other company followed that suit, then it wouldn't be that amazing anymore. If every company just followed that approach, it's like, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that when somebody doing their own thing. I kind of don't like that because every other company can literally do the same thing. Like EA can have their own thing, Microsoft can have their own thing, Nintendo can have their own thing outside of E3, and it's kind of like E3 isn't special anymore. So I don't know. Despite whether Sony attend E3, whenever they do host their own event, people will attend. They don't attend because they don't have us to show more than single player teasers for 2030. Sony does not need E3. It's actually the other way around. E3 needs Sony. See, that's that kind of logic I don't like because, like I said, any other company can do the same thing. It's gonna ruin the E3 we know and love if all companies just did the thing that Sony is doing. Facts, bro, they don't need to. They pretty much did their own solo E3. I remember it got around 10 million views in a day. The S was mental. Sony doesn't need E3. Now, I like how the narrative that E3 isn't important anymore. Like, where did this start coming from? The E3 is no longer important just because Sony doesn't attend it. Like, this is pretty crazy. If you like gaming, you watch everything. Still, E3 is necessary. I hated last year without E3. It was crap. I hated last year too without E3. Like, it definitely was crap, as he says in the statement. Like, last year wasn't the same without an E3 conference. Uh, they still should be there. At least we don't have to witness Ubisoft cringe. Let's see. I can't take you seriously. Sony hasn't been at E3 in like what 4 or 5 years now. Is that true? Sony hasn't been there in that long. I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah. So that just sucks. So that sucks that Sony won't be at E3, but they are giving us some pretty crazy reasons why Sony won't be at E3, saying that good, we don't need E3. It's like, where does that talk come from? Like, that's pretty crazy talk to me, but definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. If you agree or if you disagree, let me know down below. Leave a like if you like this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.